Target is shutting down stores in multiple states. More than half of them are here in the Pacific Northwest, and the reason is organized retail theft.
And we're in between systems right now with some sunshine, but get ready, more rain and gusty winds on the way. I'm tracking all the details in your First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, we'll hear from 2 incoming Richland School Board members set to be sworn in this evening as they prepare to fill in after a recall last month.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We're going to get right to Stacy Lee with your First Alert forecast. Stacy, sunshine out there today, but we know things are changing.
Yep, we started out gloomy, but right now we've got some clear skies and sunshine. But as you can see, we continue to see showers on the west side. Here's what's coming up tomorrow. Again, that jet stream is going to bring in this next round of showers overnight through tomorrow morning. So another wet, windy day ahead of us here in the next 24 hours. Again, beautiful outside right now. 73 on our Dust Devil Geisa Sky Cam. Our winds are 14 miles an hour. It's going to be pretty breezy tonight. Our sunset at 6:46. Temperature trend again well below that average going through the week. We'll have a brief little warm up there Sunday, Monday, but overall cool temperatures are going to be prevailing through the week. Very cool temperatures in Yakima, well below the average, but a nice little warm up there Sunday and Monday. So get ready for those showers to begin again overnight. Some strong gusty winds developing, a chance of showers once again on Thursday, and a warmer, sunny Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All the details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Target says it's closing 2 stores in Seattle next month and 3 in Portland because of theft and organized retail crime. Target is closing a total of 9 stores across 4 states. The others are in California and New York. The company says it cannot keep operating these stores because theft and organized retail crime are threatening the safety of the team and guests. Now, organized retail crime specifically refers to people stealing whatever they can and as much as they can from a business, typically with plans to sell it online. Target says it tried adding more security, hiring outside guards, and using what they called theft deterrent tools. But the company says none of those things worked well enough to keep these 9 stores open. So Target says employees at the stores that are closing will have the option of transferring to a different location. Target says it will still have 22 stores in Seattle and 15 in Portland, even after the closures next month. Well, is Amazon too big to do business? The FTC and more than a dozen states, including Oregon, have sued, saying Amazon is using what they call monopolistic control to inflate prices, overcharge sellers, and stifle competition. The lawsuit says that Amazon forces sellers to put their lowest prices on Amazon rather than any other website. It also accuses Amazon of manipulating search results so that paid ads or Amazon's own brands get the top spots in a search, even if a different product might be a better fit. Now, Amazon responded saying it's trying to lower prices and help small businesses. A blog post calls the lawsuit misguided, adding that it would, if successful, quote, force Amazon to engage in practices that actually harm customers and the many businesses that sell in our store, such as having to feature higher prices, offer slower or less reliable Prime shipping, and make Prime more expensive and less convenient, end quote. Today, President Joe Biden visited Michigan, joining the United Auto Workers on the picket line. He had been invited by the union president there. Now, the White House is touting this visit as the first time a sitting U.S. president has walked a picket line. Now, although Biden has rallied with workers on strike in the past, that was before he took office. And while the White House typically stays neutral in union contract negotiations, here's what President Biden had to say to workers today.
You deserve the significant raise you need and other benefits.
Let's get it!
Let's get back what we lost, okay? Yeah. We say them, it's about time them to step up for us.
Now, while we did see a lot of smiles during the president's visit to Michigan today, the Biden administration's push for electric vehicles is part of the issue that prompted the United Auto Workers strike. There's concern that the factories to build electric cars won't need as many workers to run them, and there's no guarantee that the new factories would be unionized. Former President Trump is expected to visit Detroit tomorrow, planning to speak to union members at a special event there. Trump might not be well received, though. His administration reversed some decisions that had given organized labor a boost. Meanwhile, 7 other Republican presidential hopefuls are preparing for their second debate tomorrow at Ronald Reagan's Presidential Library in California. The Republican National Committee chose those who will appear on the debate stage based on support in the polls and the number of people making donations to each campaign. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, current North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, and former Vice President Mike Pence all made the cut. And one thing they'll almost certainly be asked about tomorrow is government spending. Lawmakers in Congress still haven't been able to agree on a budget, with the deadline coming up Saturday at midnight. Today, Senate leadership, including Washington Senator Patty Murray, have put together a continuing resolution proposal that would push that deadline to mid-November. But ABC's Liz Landers reports there's no guarantee that hardline Republicans in the House will accept the deal. And now it's starting to look like a case of the blame game.
There's still no deal in sight for Republicans in Congress to keep the government funded as a shutdown looms Saturday at midnight. Speaker Kevin McCarthy telling reporters he thinks he's got a plan to avert a shutdown.
We're sitting here on a deadline, having 72% of it done, 0% done inside the Senate, that the biggest challenge I see right now that can be fixing some of these problems is the border.
Former President Trump encouraging Republicans to hold out for all their demands, even if it means Americans will suffer. Trump claiming Democrats will get the blame. But the White House says any shutdown falls squarely on far-right Republicans.
I'm prepared to do my part. But the Republicans in the House of Representatives refuse to stand up to the extremists in their party.
Any spending bills in the House also need to pass the Senate before reaching the president's desk. But the impacts of a potential shutdown will be felt by around 4 million federal workers, including military personnel who could miss paychecks if a shutdown occurs.
It's infuriating that this can't be resolved in a way in which the military families aren't held hostage.
Federal contractor Willie Joe Price, who works in the cafeteria at the Library of Congress, wouldn't qualify to receive back pay if a shutdown happens.
Living paycheck to paycheck and can't afford to do anything, and then the government shut down. And like I say, the government will go back and they're going to get paid. We're not going to get anything.
And the largest union for federal law enforcement says that all those officers are deemed essential and they will continue to protect Americans even without pay. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
Looking locally tonight, the new roundabout at the east side entrance to the city of Grandview is finally open. Workers broke ground on the project back in May, and they were able to finish up about a month early and open it to traffic this morning. This completes phase 1 of the project. Just to get it operational, now crews will move on to work on the center island and install the final lights, a flagpole with a large U.S. flag, and some fountains. Those items are expected to be delivered within 12 to 14 weeks. Today, a brand new child care center opened up in Pasco. The Rise and Shine Early Childhood Center is on North 20th Avenue, not far from Edgar Brown Memorial Stadium. The owner tells us she's been working for years to make her dream of a child care center a reality. Now, thanks to funding from the Department of Commerce, it's finally happened.
If the child started with a very good environment, they growing really good, and when they move it to adult, they doing very good thing. But the child care providers and the teacher, they need to start when they little.
The Child Care Center is completely bilingual, and they'll accept children up to 5 years old. Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, we're going to hear more from the owner about what inspired her to open up this business. And tonight, 2 new Richland School Board members will officially be sworn in. The board selected Bonnie Mitchell and Brianna Watson to fill 2 positions left vacant by a recall effort in August. The 3 sitting members of the school board selected Mitchell and Watson from a group of candidates after a special meeting where each person got to make their case.
I have been the booster club president at Richland High for, I think, about 12 years. I know that it's hard to get volunteers to help with things. And so when I saw this opportunity to help out, I thought that having a lot of experience in the Richland School District as a parent and volunteer, that maybe this would be a place where I could be helpful as well.
What I can offer is just that I'm willing to do my duty when asked. I've been around the school district a little bit, serving on boards for Jefferson Elementary, now with the Richland General PTA board. And I also have a Girl Scout troop, and I like to be involved with my kids whenever possible.
So these two will be sworn in tonight at the regular Richland School Board meeting at 6:30. That's at the Teaching, Learning, and Administration Center in West Richland. New research says teens get almost 250 notifications on their phones every day, and that's becoming disruptive. A report from the nonprofit Common Sense Media said all those beeps and dings are disrupting the school day. Researchers looked at data from Android smartphone users aged 11 to 17 who all agreed to be part of the study. The researchers say while adults might turn off their notifications during a meeting or a class, teens typically don't, and that can mean constant distractions when they're trying to focus on school or homework. Common Sense Media recommends that parents work with teens to set quiet times for their phones rather than parents just laying down the rules that might or might not be practical and effective. Well, taking a look outside, we're seeing some changes in the weather this evening. Still daylight for now, but that sunset is getting earlier and earlier as the seasons change. Apple Valley News Now's Stacy Lee has a look at your first alert forecast coming up. And still ahead, we are talking about a cold case effort to bring attention to some cases decades old crimes Yakima police are still trying to solve. The latest is coming up.
Tonight, President Biden is in Michigan supporting auto workers. Plus, with no clear plan in sight to avoid a shutdown, why more could be at stake. This time, more Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Rock and roll's most wanted man, Stephen Pearcy, the voice of Rat, live. Stephen Pearcy. With special guest Steven Adler of Guns N' Roses. Friday, November 10th, Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or Legends Gift Shop. Stephen Pearcy, live.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always, Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Fall is almost here. Before the winter months hit, now is a great time to make sure your trees and shrubs are ready for the weather ahead. Top Tree Service is your best bet for tree trimming and removal projects. Our ISA certified arborists know how to tackle your tree trimming in a way that promotes future growth and preserves the health of your trees. To learn more, visit us online at toptreellc.com or call Top Tree today to schedule your free estimate.
A pumpkin patch, a corn maze, and so much more.
The culmination of the whole season of growing all the fruits and veggies.
Fall in Green Bluff.
Just a giant celebration.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now, tonight at 6. Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We have a health alert tonight. The CDC is now saying more than 15 million American adults have long COVID symptoms like fatigue, brain fog, and dizziness. They say the chronic condition is still hard to diagnose because routine tests often don't reveal anything. Two small studies, though, might be changing that. Researchers say they may have found the potential biomarkers for long COVID. And if that turns out to be correct, they could give scientists a way to objectively measure who has the condition who doesn't, and whether or not treatments are working. One study compared hundreds of blood samples, and the authors found that those who had long COVID had lower levels of the hormone called cortisol in the morning. Those patients also had evidence of immune system dysregulation, which suggests the virus went dormant but then came back in their bodies. The other study used MRIs to scan hundreds of patients, and those authors found that the patients hospitalized with COVID-19 were more likely to have damage to the lungs, brain, or kidneys. Well, tonight it is all back. Dancing with the Stars premieres right here on ABC as originally planned after potential delay because of the Writers Guild strike. And while the dazzle of the Mirrorball Trophy is still the same, you will notice some changes tonight.
These dancing stars are ready to turn it up.
Ask any of them about their goal tonight, and pretty much everyone will give you the same answer.
There's no way I can go home early. So I got to step up, do whatever she tells me to do, and be the best of it.
We talked right after this season's cast was introduced on Good Morning America, after they had had their first rehearsals.
Was there a moment where you panicked and you thought, what have I got myself into?
I definitely had that moment. I was like, oh my God, it's a minute now.
Harder than you thought it was going to be?
Oh, 1,000%. I think you can see, obviously they're professionals and they make it look so effortless, but it is a lot harder than what you just see on TV, for sure.
One familiar face will sadly no longer be part of this. Judge Len Goodman succumbed to bone cancer in April.
Losing Len was heartbreaking. I mean, it was just so, I can't talk about it, but I think it's really important for us to move on.
And embrace the legacy and celebrate the legacy, because that's what he would have wanted us to do.
The show must go on then, and the reasons contestants give for being here are as varied as their different personalities.
My daughter, Kiva, is just such a huge fan. We watch it together, and I think she would have disowned me if I had said no.
I think the show is really going to be able to give me a sense of accomplishment, empowerment, and a level of self-love.
Sandy Kenyon, ABC News, New York.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a look at our satellite and radar combined. Again, still very active weather in the Pacific Northwest. That low pressure system pushing in yet another round of showers, and that's going to start arriving on our neck of the woods overnight tonight. Right now, we've got clear skies, some breaks of sunshine, still seeing wet weather on the west side. Here's the setup for tomorrow. Again, that jet stream right below us, centered over southern Oregon and northern California. And again, it's allowing this low pressure system to push all that moisture back in through the area. Most of it moving through overnight tonight, early morning hours, and then gone by mid-morning. So that is good news. Let's take a look at our future cast. We'll see those clouds start to move in, and then that first big band of showers again around 3-4 o'clock in the morning. You'll see that through the Yakima, Kittitas Valley, Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities. But here by 7, most of those showers should be about out of the area. And by the afternoon, we'll just have some overcast skies with some sun breaks as well. And again, that westerly flow continues. So cloudy skies, unsettled, and pockets of scattered showers still going through the region on Thursday. Now, the other big news tonight, of course, we've had some breezy winds today. We're really going to see those winds pick up as that system moves through the area tomorrow, right behind that low pressure system. Look at these wind gusts, 31 miles an hour, Tri-Cities. It's going to be very windy, Hanford, Prosser, Hermiston, and even through the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Those winds eventually decreasing. Much better look on Thursday. However, still looking at some breezy winds in the Columbia Basin and along the foothills of the Blues. So wet, windy tomorrow, and then we'll get a little bit of a break again. 73 dust devil sky cam today. And again, there's that break, kind of sunny out there, a few clouds lingering around. Winds right now 14 miles an hour. Our sunset at 6:46. Temperature trend again. Check out these rain showers possible anywhere from midnight to mid-morning tomorrow. And those temperatures in the 50s and 60s, kind of staying low because on top of that, we have a cold front pushing across as well. Much cooler tonight in again tomorrow in the Yakima Valley, down to the 40s. Again, those showers anywhere from midnight till about 9 or so tomorrow morning. Then we'll start to see some clearing in the afternoon with some sun breaks. Radar and satellite right now, again, we're seeing those showers continue on the west side. Temperatures overnight tonight, again, we're on the chilly side. Look at this, a little cooler than last night. 44 tonight in Cle Elum, 47 sunny side in Yakima. In the Columbia Basin, just slightly warmer, 40s and 50s here. And looking towards the foothills of the Blues, those chilly temperatures in Dayton and Pendleton, 50 for Walla Walla and Milton for Ewater. Tomorrow's daytime highs, again, on the cool side. Remember, typically we're in the mid-70s this time of year. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s all through the region. 65 Tri-Cities, 61 in Yakima. Planning your day tomorrow, look for a wet start. Again, those showers possible, tapering off sometime after 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. By midday, will be overcast with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. And by the early afternoon, those temperatures once again in the 60s. So a very active weather day once again tomorrow. I'll get to your full 7-day planning forecast here in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. Tomorrow is Apple Valley News Now School Supply Drive Day at the Central Washington State Fair. So that means between noon and 4, if you bring 3 new school supply items to donate, we'll give you 1 free ticket to the fair. The items we need this year include things like packages of pencils, crayons, color pencils, markers, notebooks, paper, backpacks, all of that. So please be generous, and we will see you at the Central Washington State Fair tomorrow.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Will in to win during Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $150,000 car giveaway. You could win a new all-wheel drive Toyota Corolla Hybrid Luxury Edition, plus up to $12,000 in weekly cash and prizes. Pick 3 cards to win up to $1,000 cash, or match 3 Corolla cards and go directly to the grand prize winner circle. Start earning entries today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Join me Thursday at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar for our Golden Bachelor watch party. Awesome food and drinks, great giveaways, and Tri-City's own Faith Martin competing for the Golden Bachelor.
From Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Tonight, Yakima police are shedding a light on homicide cases that have gone cold. This month, they're looking at one from nearly 30 years ago. Police say 21-year-old Patricia Allen had been living with her boyfriend at Glenmore Green Apartments in Yakima when she was stabbed to death on the night of October 3rd 1995. Investigators say they're now retesting old evidence with new technology to see if they can learn anything more. They need the community's help to see if there are any witnesses or anyone who might remember anything about her death who can come forward.
It's extremely hard for a family to go, overnight without answers. So going years without answers is, it's extremely difficult.
So you can call 509-249-6874 with any information about the case. And you can also stay anonymous by making a tip to Yakima County Crime Stoppers. We'll have a final look at your forecast. We're talking big changes on the way when we come back. And still ahead, a potential solution from the Senate to avoid a government shutdown at midnight on Saturday. Will the House accept the compromise? We have continuing coverage from the Capitol coming up on World News Tonight.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs, that was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision, and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast, and Stacey got to go home for lunch. It was just sparkling out there.
Right. We had a little break between the gloom, but things are changing once again. Look at that, chances of rain. Really take notice of those overnight lows. Thursday, Friday night down in the 30s. Sunday, first day of October. So we're already transitioning to the month of October now. Tri-Cities again wet. Slight chance on Thursday. Look for those showers to taper off by mid-morning. And again, don't forget about our first day of October on Sunday. In Walla Walla, a nice cool forecast there as well, with Saturday and Friday 59, not even getting up to 60 degrees, but a slight warm up beginning Sunday into the first part of next week. But look at Walla Walla, a slight chance of rain for 7 days in a row. So
Well,
it's wet, windy, and fall's here.
Yeah, fall's here, and I guess we'll get out of that drought, huh?
There we go.
Thanks, Stacy, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and of course, you can always find the latest on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.